Okay, this is Vision of the Realms. It is the quest that came on patch 1.0.5. I have completely finished the game and it's available for me. I do not think you need to have finished the game, but I have read that you need to have at least advanced far enough for Yasuke and maybe even farther than that. So if it hasn't popped up for you yet, just continue playing the main game and eventually, hopefully it will. We're at the hideout. This is the main hideout. I recommend setting up both characters, whoever you want to play, the way you want, because you will not get a chance after a certain point, so it's best to just have them sort of set up now. We will be doing Naoe as the part inside of the area, and Yasuke as the final fight. So we'll be doing both. But all right, here we go. We're in the stables.
What is it, Tomiko?
One of our people. There has been no sign of them for days.
Is this unusual? Where were they when you last heard from them?
Akashi. And you are right. It would not be concerning, if not for their last message.
Go on.
They spoke of missing villagers. A strange presence. I fear our agent may have fallen victim to the same fate.
I will go there and see what I can find.
Be careful. Something feels very wrong about this.
Vision of the Realms. We're going to head to Kakawa Estuary in Harima. And I will meet you guys here.
Where is everyone?
Okay, we're here. We're going to check out a few of the spots here and read some notes. So go ahead and fast forward if you want to get to the meat of the quest. But we're going to start. Sorry for the fog.
Ugh, the smell.
Drawing depicts a red cross in front of a lone tree by a dock with a menacing demon lurking nearby.
This is not a drawing done for pleasure. Not a place for a book of this quality.
Okay, I'm not going to read it out loud, but I will pause to let you read through it. It's background on what we're going to be fighting.
The story of a killer taken harshly by death and put to an even darker purpose. The Oni.
Oh, wait. Let me go get that.
A diary might have noted some recent occurrences.
It's interesting. It's at the bottom. Anyway, this is about the people in the village and what they found. They found a totem. They were unable to destroy it. Instead, they buried it by the tree.
A strange statue caught in a fisherman's net. The villager called it evil, blamed it for the disappearances.
So that should be everything.
Fitting. The ground here has been recently turned.
Okay, so anything that you want to change in your loadout or setups or stuff like that should be done like right now. It's like the last chance I think that you get. Note that once we're in there, if you choose to play as Naoe, she will not have access to tools either. So keep that in mind when you're making your plans.
Look at this thing. No wonder they tried to bury it. What is this? What's happening?
Okay, so those of you who have played Dead by Daylight will have an advantage over those of us that did not. Do not. First thing, for those that do not play, you cannot kill this guy. He's not killable. Don't even bother trying. Don't waste your time. Just stay away from him. Second of all, there are lights. They're not totems, they're statues that spin that have lights on them, like spotlight type thing. We're going to stay out of the lights. If a light sees you, he knows where you are. He often will know where you are. Once you get... The whole goal of going inside this area is we're going to get 4 totems, and that's going to allow us to exit through the door. Once you get a totem, it has been my experience, simply I'm assuming it's because I just don't have Dead by Daylight experience, I can't lose him. It's really sort of hit or miss as to whether or not I lose him. And so for me, this is sort of probably going to become a mini speed run once he sort of spots me, because I've never really been able to lose him. But we're going to go through this a couple of different ways. The first time we go in, I'm going to go in solely with the purpose of laying the groundwork and showing you where all the 4 totems are and stuff like that. And then we're going to actually go through it, and I'm going to try and get them all and get out. But the first one is we're just going to go in, show you the layout, show you where all 4 are, show you where the lights are and all that stuff, so that you can sort of get a sense of the layout of the level. It is not very large at all, and all totems, when you see them, you can see the exit door, so it's a good way to get your bearings as to where they are. Also, all of the totems have a red light that shoots straight up into the sky. That'll help you note them as well. So, alright, so here we go. And this is going to be our first time through. We're not going to actually get the totems. I'm just going to show you where they are and walk around the level and stuff like that.
This place. Where am I?
Okay, now the guy is going to come from over there. There is the first totem on top of the rooftop right there. And then the guy is going to come from over there. So we're going to read this time because I'm not going to read it during the actual thing. I'm not going to stop and read it during the act because it just gives you... It takes time away from you being able to, like, go.
The villagers. Something murdered
There he
them
is,
as they
right
were
there.
trying to escape. I must find a way to unlock this gate.
There's one. Alright, here's the second one. Is over here. If you chose to play as Naoe, you use the tree. And there's one of the lights that you stay out of. Here's the second totem. And stay out of the lights. Here's a place to hide. Okay, now be careful going over this, because when the light is on the wall, it can see you if you're crouched on the wall. Go, 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 go. And I just went right through it because I got stuck. But this third totem is over here. Don't go up. Go, 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 up. I hate these lights. I really hate these lights. Alright, here's the third totem. It's completely in line with the door. Fourth totem is here, with the first one being right there. So then after you get the 4 totems, you're going to come back to the front door, and this will have turned blue. And he will have respawned right in front of the door. So you are going to have to face him at one point, but a quick dodge around the side will get you up and past and through the door. Okay? So that is the layout and where the 4 totems are. And you can see all 4 from the door.
Place. Where am I?
Okay, I'm ignoring the note this time, just for some extra time. Be aware this guy can teleport, and once he knows where you are, I think people with Dead by Daylight experience are probably going to be much better at this than I am, but once he knows where you are, it's hard for me to lose him. Because he does tend to really just know where you are, like, all the time. So, but we're going to do our best. You can sort of see him in the foreground there. So he knows vaguely where we were, but you can't stay hidden. The game will kick you out. The way it does in the regular AC, like, once you're, like, spotted,
stay low.
The game will kick you out of the hiding spot. But we're going to hopefully aim to go that direction. Also, and I forgot about this, but pay attention to the heartbeat. If you're playing with a headset on, it's a little easier to hear. But the headsets, pay attention to the heartbeat. The heartbeat tells you when he's nearby, if you can't see him. Alright, stand up. Alright, I'll try not to overshoot because there is a light in here that does get up here. Does get to the level you were on. I don't think it gets to this top level. Okay, here's number 2. Once we get this, we're going to go off the corner down into that area. And this is usually where I lose it. I tend to get
another
caught.
seal gone.
See, the game itself just kicked me out. The way it does in Assassin's Creed games. Right. back up. Keep it moving. All right, we are back to the straw. You can hear his heartbeat if you're playing with a headset. Or else that's my heartbeat, I don't know. Never know. Okay, third totem. There's the door. He's somewhere over there. After this, we're going to head to this set buildings over here. And we're going to go off to the left.
One left.
And hopefully run. It'd be nice if you could run, sweetheart. Actually run. Where is it? There he is. Okay, so once we get this fourth totem, that door is going to turn blue, and he's going to teleport up there to try to prevent us from leaving.
Done. Now to leave this place. A way out.
Alright, so he's going to see us. We just need to get him away from the door. Dodge. Couple of times and you're fine. Just dodge and go. Okay, so for the second part, I'm going to choose to fight as Yasuke. He does teleport. Staying locked onto him does not always work because of the teleport. Once he teleports, your lock-on will disappear. So if you count on lock-ons, keep that in mind that you're going to have to reapply that. And then I don't remember exactly which skill is his down, R2 down, or L2 down, whatever. But we won't be using it because once he teleports, it gets, like, ignored. It's a waste. So, alright. Just choose your favorite fighting loadout for this part, for whoever you want.
It seems I did not return alone. It is vulnerable here.
He'll pick up and he'll throw it at you.
Changed. You are in my world now.
You're in my world now, Grandma. That's my R2 down. See, but then it just gets wasted because he cheats and teleports. Just dodge. It's the 6-hit one, and it never works. It's such a pain in the ass. Such a cheater. There we go. He's totally doable. It's just, quit teleporting me, cheater.
do not truly know what I have just seen, but I must tell Tomiko. Tell her something of what happened here.
Okay. Back to HQ. Not sure why it's not blue, but we are going back to the hideout. Same spot as where the quest
Yasuke.
started.
I'm glad to see you return. What news of Akashi?
Nothing of what I saw was good. Some menace had already killed everyone in the village by the time I got there. Most likely our scout too.
Oh, that's... everyone? How can that be? Who did this?
All I can say is, I was attacked by what looked like an Oni.
An Oni?
It looked like an Oni. I do not know what it was.
An Oni. Of course, people tell tales of such demons, but to defeat one is a great victory.
I survived it. I cannot say any more than that.
It is in the nature of such Oni to forever menace us mortals. Survival is a gift.
There is a chance it may return.
Who can know the mind of an Oni?
Well, whatever may come, we will be ready.
Alright, then we got an amulet and a trinket, one for each of them, along with a Dead by Daylight banner. So let's go ahead. The trinkets and the amulets come with an engraving, damage reduction after losing 40% of health in 5 seconds. It's called Entity's Touch. Naoe has the same thing, damage reduction after losing 40% health in 5 seconds. So we got Entity's Touch, the 2 engravings, and the Dead by Daylight banner. So there you go. Completed.